How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? Hi, sunshines. How art thou? How are we doing? How are we doing today? Um, let's see. Hmm. Okay. We're gonna do something really, really, really quick today. Like I say all the time, quick. Quick is not 3 hours. Quick is maybe an hour and a half. How art thou? How art thou? Quick is quick is a little like there's no such thing as a time table when you're having fun. There's no such thing. I'm gonna do some fun. No, I'm not. Talk about something really, really, really crazy, right? Coronavirus. Coronavirus. We're gonna talk about some coronavirus. Hi, crafty reseller. How art thou? How art thou, sunshine? How art thou? How are we? Okay. So the whole thing that we're gonna do today is talk about being diagnosed with coronavirus and how do you tell your customers? What do your customers say? What would your customers do? Would your customers leave you? Would they say they don't want it? Would they say they want their money back? That's what today is all about. Let's find out. How art thou, sis? How art thou? How art thou? Hi, Queen. How art thou? Stacy, how art thou? Victoria and Vivian, how art thou? It's all about customer service today. How you treat your customers. Do you treat your customers um a certain way just because you don't feel well and you're sick? That's what we're going to talk about today. What happened when I had to tell my customers I had coronavirus? Coronavirus. That right there was the scariest ish ever. And to have to tell your customer that you're in the middle of their work and you're crocheting and then you don't feel well, but you keep on going. And then in the middle of it again, you don't feel well. But you like, okay, this is not in. Maybe it's just the cold. So you gotta think about it. I was diagnosed in April, but I started having symptoms in March. Literally 2 weeks after my birthday, 42nd birthday. Doing very well, exercising, going an hour at a time, exercising. And then, boom, 2 weeks later, I feel like I can't breathe, I can't move. What is going on? Why do I feel like this? I'm not even going to front. I was literally trying to put up my shelves for my yarn. That's what I was doing. I was trying to put up my shelves for my yarn so that I can crochet. Well, no, not necessarily crochet, so I could put up my yarn because I just got these shelves and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put them up. And I was so excited to do it because I really wanted to do my inventory. I wanted to do my inventory. I wanted to look at my pretty yarn and see how much I had, see if I needed to order another one, and I couldn't do it. I literally could not do it. And it was plastic. So you would think, picking it up. So just picking it up and putting it together. And because I love putting stuff together. And I did the first one because I have 3 of them. Actually, I have 5 altogether, but they're different types. So, I'm putting them together. And then I'm doing it and oh my gosh, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I'm like, what is going on? Why can't I breathe? So I'm doing it slower, thinking, okay, maybe I'm doing this too fast. I really wasn't, but maybe I'm doing this too fast. So I'm doing it a little bit slower. Couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I was out of breath. So I'm like, okay, something is wrong. Let me take a break. Took a break. Couldn't breathe. Just sitting there. I actually caught my breath for a little bit. And then I said, okay, now I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again, try to see if I'm going to do this. I'm not really doing a lot of work. I'm just literally from my bed. Next to the bed was the thing I was putting together, and I only was able to put together the first row. I couldn't put together anything else. So I'm like, what is going on? Why can't I do this? So I said, okay. I started putting it up one by one, just one by one. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But because my mind was like, push, make yourself do it, girl. You could do it. You could do it. I actually just won a transformation contest too. So I just transformed, lost weight, and I went from 350 to 280. And I'm like, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. And then I kept pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. So what I did do was pushed it to the side and said I'll do it a little later. I decided to sit down and crochet. I can't do that right now. I'm not doing nothing else. Let me just crochet. Maybe I just need to relax a little bit. Maybe, I'm not thinking coronavirus, because what did I do to put myself in that situation to get it? So, no, I wasn't thinking about it. Well, lo and behold, it was Miss Rona knocking and invading my daggone body. She invaded my body and gave me a run for my breath. Okay? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything I wanted to do that day. I noticed maybe earlier that day, and I noticed a little bit the day before, that I couldn't breathe, but it got out of hand that day. So that day was the day I wanted to really put up. It was a Friday. I remember what I was watching. I was watching Honey Boo Boo, which is that new show with her mom, Mama June. I was watching that, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I was still making myself do it. I was like sitting down, putting one on top of the other, and I would get up if I had to get up, and then I would sit back down and I would do it. So then I sat down, I crocheted. I crocheted a little bit, and then I got up to try to do that again. So that's what I did for like maybe 3-4 hours, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, crocheting and doing that, just because I'm like, I can't believe I can't do this. The crazy thing about it was, earlier that day, I tried to exercise, and I realized I couldn't even exercise, because it was one point in time I was able to exercise for a whole hour and a half, and I couldn't even exercise for 5 minutes. I was out of breath. And again, I wasn't even thinking about coronavirus, because what did I do to put myself in that situation to get it? So I just kept on doing what I was doing in the house. And that's when later on that night I was finishing up, because I wound up finishing up. I didn't complete all of it. I think I just put together the outer part. I didn't put up the actual doors yet, because I couldn't concentrate. I just couldn't I couldn't understand why I couldn't breathe. And I couldn't crochet anymore, because like my mind was focused on, why can't I do this? Like, what is going on? Then I was talking to security. So security is my boyfriend. I'm talking to him, and he was like, kind of like, it's evident, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying you can't breathe, you're saying this, you're saying that. And in my mind, I'm like, This better not be. So I took a temperature, and the first time I took my temperature was 99.1, I think it was. It was 99 point something. So I took my temperature and I'm like, okay, that's not really high. So maybe it's something else. Now, I have an autoimmune disorder. I have sometimes problems breathing because I have asthma. So I'm thinking it's that. Think about it. Back in March, we didn't know a lot of things. We knew a little bit of the symptoms, but we didn't know a lot of things. So the main issues they kept saying was if you have a temperature, if you have a temperature. I really didn't have a temperature. So I didn't think about having coronavirus. But my body was telling me something, and my body kept saying something is wrong, something is wrong, something is really wrong. And I just said, you know what, just in case, because now I'm starting to be an adult about it, not juvenile, but an adult. And I decided, okay, let me put up this stuff. Let me put up my crochet items. Obviously, by then, I had coronavirus. I just didn't know at that point in time. But I put them up in bins. I closed them up and I was able to leave them in there. I didn't know that that was going to be the last time I saw those things for like 2.5 months. So for 2.5 months, I did not see any of those orders. And like any other crocheter, sometimes we do more than one order. So at the time, I was up to 3 orders. I had to put that to the side. After I did my temperature over again and realized it was 102.3, okay, I passed out. I was on the phone with my security and I didn't even tell him what it was. I just passed out. I was on the phone and he said it just went dead. When I came to and realized in my head, I'm going to die. I'm just going to, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, let me get myself together because if I have to go to the hospital, that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, no joke. I'm thinking, okay, if I have to go to the hospital, I'm preparing. Like, this is stuff, like, real talk. I was preparing. If I have to put the customers' things up, I had labeled them. Meanwhile, I still couldn't breathe, but I wanted to prepare just in case. Hearing horror stories, your family can't go there to the hospital. Hearing horror stories about, you dying when nobody knows anything. Like, I made sure I had my chargers. I made sure I put everything to the side and prepared myself. I prepared myself. Not necessarily to die, but more so because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know anything. So at that point in time, I couldn't tell anybody anything because I didn't know for sure. So what I did was I stayed on the phone with my boyfriend, security. Oh my gosh, he's so supportive, the best. On the phone with me the whole entire time, and I couldn't sleep. So all night long, I was scared to lay down because if I laid down, I couldn't breathe. I was literally like, so by this time, it got worse. By this time, I really couldn't breathe. I really, really, really couldn't breathe. And I was talking to him, but not really talking to him. So he was doing most of the talking. And honestly, I was up graphing because I was scared to lay down and I didn't know what else to do. So I was up on the computer graphing. So I'm graphing and I'm steady saying, okay, I'm going to stay up because if I lay down, I can't breathe because it felt like somebody was laying on top of my lungs. And I was literally sitting up like this and I couldn't sleep. So I'm on the phone with security and watching, not watching, but doing graphing. I don't even know. I can't even tell you what I was graphing. I just know I was graphing and just doing whatever I could do until I was able to call the doctor, because I called that hotline. Jersey City had a hotline. I called the hotline and nobody answered. And they said it was 24 hours. Nobody answered. So, in the meantime, I couldn't think about my customers at that point. I just needed to find out what's going to happen. The next morning, I said, all right, let me make these phone calls. So I made the phone calls, got to the hotline, spoke to them. It wasn't nothing like what they said it was. Like they said when you call the hotline, they could tell you everything, and no, it wasn't all like that. And then you could go find a place to, have your test done, and it wasn't what they said it would be. So I was able to get a test. The test wasn't for like 4 days later, so it's almost like, what's the purpose in all of this? Because you gotta wait days later to get a test. But anyway, 4 days later, they scheduled me for that test. In the meantime, I said, what do I do? They said, call your doctor. Called my doctor. No freaking answer. What do I do? So then the next morning, that was the next morning. I think a little bit later on, I was like falling in and out of sleep, but I was falling asleep like this, literally like this. And I said, okay, maybe let me try my doctor's office again. So I called and I finally got the nurse. The nurse said, oh, Miss Givens, first of all, don't come in. I already know that. And they said, did you call the hotline? And we're gonna call you back again. And like they basically, said everything that they could say. I really didn't get that help that I needed though. I never did. And still, to this very minute, never got the help that I needed. And it was back in March, April, and now this is August. Still, to this day, didn't get the help that I needed. Have not been worked on, have not seen my doctor. I spoke to him, but yeah. But anyway, that's another story, another time. Okay, so by this time I figured I know I have it. I just had to put it in my head. I have it. What's next? What am I gonna do? I have the people, I have their stuff. So in my mind I'm thinking they have to understand because we just got into a state of emergency. We just got everything just started closing down and they put restrictions on us. Like, they have to understand it's not like I can go out and give it to them anyway, even if I wasn't sick. Like, what do I do? I'm gonna be honest, I prayed because I didn't know. I didn't know if I was gonna end up in the hospital. I didn't know if I was gonna die. I didn't know anything. So I prayed. After I prayed, I sent my little messages. I let them know. So, I'm sorry to, let you know that I wasn't feeling well. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but if anything, can I get back to you and let you know after I find out what's going on with me because I'm not feeling well. I can actually say not one order I had was for a certain day. None of them was for a certain day. So it wasn't like it was a dire need for them to have their orders. So that was one good thing. The other good thing was their main focus was, are you okay? Get better. It was 3. Their main focus was get better. One guy really, it wasn't because he was out and he travels a lot. So he wasn't even like answering all the time. And then another customer, I literally just got her order. I just got her money. I never even showed her my samples yet. She told me, don't worry about it. Take care of your business. get better. Like, this is something serious out here. We don't know what's going on. Get better. Not one of them asked me about their order. Not one of them asked me, was I crocheting, putting germs on it. Not one of them asked me anything of the sort. Now, I was getting orders during the time I was sick. I was getting orders. The crazy thing about it is I am a very outspoken individual. I love to tell stories. I love to tell my story because my story can help other people. So when I tell my story, I realize that me telling what I'm going through with this coronavirus may help somebody else. So I posted on my Facebook page. When I posted on my Facebook page, you know how you post something, and when you post something, you got like all these people on your timeline, and it's always that one person you're like, oh my God, I don't want this person to know. Oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have did that. By that time, I did it because I did it live. So I'm like, oh shoot, should I delete it? But then I was like, no. The crazy thing is that particular person that I was thinking of was very supportive. It was the people I wasn't thinking of that went and said, are you kidding me? How you get that? And so, yeah, that was that. The thing about it was, I was informed not, I shouldn't say anything because my child didn't want his friends to know that he was around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I was around my friends, Ma. Like, it's not my fault. But yeah, because I did the live, his friends told their parents know me. So and I think I even told another one of his friends' moms, and that was something he just didn't want. So I had to think about that too. Then I'm thinking, okay, by me saying all of this, I know I'm not going to get any business no time soon. I felt like coronavirus was like the epidemic of AIDS when it first came out. When AIDS first came out, it was like a stigma. Nobody wanted to have anything to do with it. No one wanted to be a part of it. No one wanted to even be close to that person who had it. Even though with AIDS, it was safer to be around somebody with AIDS than it is to be with coronavirus. So that's how I felt. I felt shunned. The important part was the customers that I did have did not go crazy. They didn't have any problems. I was able to say, I really do apologize. If you want, I'll take some money off. If you want, I'll cancel your order. Even though I have a no refund policy, this was no time to argue with anybody. This is no time to, keep anybody's money hostage. Even though I started, I said, I will give you your money back. No one asked for their money back. No one even thought of trying to get their money back. Their main concern was, Shanna, get better, get rest, it's okay. The crazy thing about it is people were still asking for orders. People still asking for orders. Okay, that's the positive. The negative, of course, I ran into the skeptical. The skeptical is those who have something to say about every single thing. So I didn't crochet for anyone during the time that I was sick. I didn't crochet for anyone. No one. When I was sick, actively diagnosed with coronavirus, I picked up the yarn and the hook, but when I picked it up, it was for me. That's the outfit that I made. That's the purple outfit that you may have seen if you follow me on social media. I made that. And I made it for myself while I was sick, which was crazy because I've never made anything for myself before, and I actually was able to make it while I was sick. Like real sick, like couldn't get up, couldn't breathe, couldn't move, had temperature, shakes, diarrhea. I had everything. I had all types of stuff during that. So when someone say, "Oh, it's just the flu," you a liar. You a liar, and I rebuke you for saying some craziness like that. It's not. Just talk to me ever again if you say it's just the flu, because the flu do not give you anxiety problems, mental issues, can't breathe still after being tested 3 times negative, still can't breathe, still have issues, still like Rona is very bipolar. It's days I can breathe, it's days I can't breathe, it's days I can sleep, it's days I can't sleep, it's days I'm in pain, it's days I'm not in pain. There is so many things going on that they're still finding out. I also have to be asked 1,000,001 questions by the health department. These are things that you do not want to have to just go through. You don't want to have to go through this. Then I'm thinking, okay, so now that I have this virus, am I immune to it? Like, am I good now? Like, these are things I'm asking myself. Like, am I good? Do I have to worry about this anymore? And apparently they didn't know. So, do I continue to crochet? I have no idea. Do I continue to do what I need to do? I have no idea. Do I let my customers know? I had no idea. But what I did do was keep constant dialogue with them. Constant dialogue, clarity on what's going on, when I can start again, answering them. Don't ignore them. The one other thing that I did was I was like giving them the forgiveness. So, say for instance, like you want to be human to your customers, and you want your customers to know that you're human, and we want you to know that we know you're human, not no number. And not all about the Benjamins. We want you to know, like, we care for your business because you're my supporter, not just a customer. And that's what I was talking to them about oh, my nose ring fell out. So that's what I was talking to them on the constant, on the regular. Hey guys, Triple C and Joe and Dory and Nat and Thisha and Mariana and Nat, Tamichi's, Tangles, Victoria, hi. And I got Shay in the background. She gonna come up right after I finish this. Shay in the background is she's gonna come on live because we got a little bonus thing going on right here. She wants me to show her something, and I might as well do it live. All right. So yeah, that's what I basically did with my customers. I was human. I told them the truth. When you are not telling them the truth and you're not answering them, they get upset. They get mad. Then they start getting defensive. Then they start feeling, okay, what is going on? What is going on? Why is she not answering me? Yeah, I know she's sick, but come on, tell me something. Some are understanding, and don't say nothing. Handle yourself. Some is like, just let me know what I should do. And some is like, I understand you sick, but I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. So I had all three, but majority was the first one, the first two. I had all three. The first two were the majority of all my customers. I, during this pandemic, was blessed to have at least 23, 8, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 25, 26, 28 customers. So I had 28 customers during this pandemic. So from March to currently right now, this very second, 28 customers. Every last one of them knew I had coronavirus. Every last one of them. And I had maybe two of them that was like, I know you sick, but I know this, but, and there was only two of them. So I'm just saying, even I'm a very nice person. I'm a very understanding person. I know how to speak to people. I know how to give like my customer service to people. So when I have those people that have hesitancy and but when they do all of that, I instantly come out with this, how can I help you? How can I fix this situation? This is a situation that's so way beyond my control. But I understand this is your business. This is your money. Your money is way, way, way worth everything right now, even though my life is. But sometimes customers want attention. Sometimes, and you know what? Some people actually told me it's not even worth that. That's your health. A couple of dollars, this, a couple of, let me tell you, that couple of dollars could be more than a couple of dollars as long as you speak to them like they're human. Sometimes people do not know how to talk to people. Sometimes they only go by what they've been going through for, if they went through bad service before, they're going to have their guard up. So don't do that to people when they have their guard up. Don't you have your guard up? Two people with their guard up is catastrophe. Just relax, take it easy, and say, what do you think I should do? How can I help you? That's what we are going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And that's exactly what I did. And that's how I was able to keep all of my customers, but not necessarily keep all my customers. I was able to get more. And because I was so upfront and I was so able to talk to them about it and let them know, that develop trust. So they trust me and they trust that I'm only going to do what's right. They trust that it's been months now. So if I have to complete your project and you may think that I still have coronavirus particles, what do we do? Let's talk about that. Two people. That's it. Just two people spoke about that. And you know what? Because I have that presence of I'm going to help you no matter what. That's how I was able to savage my customers, and I was able to get more customers because of that, because that person told that person and that person told that person. And that's how word of mouth is. I think that during a pandemic, we don't know what's going on. No one is truly, truly, truly aware of what's happening now and in the future. So the best thing to do as a business owner is be very honest. When I am honest to them, their guard goes down and they're able to talk to me and able to say, okay, all right, I understand. Just let me know what I need to do. I even said I will take money off. But you want to know something? I got more tips because I was still working. And still able to keep in contact with them. And still able, like, I had got orders from people I've never got orders from ever before. And they all know I had coronavirus. Like I said, I'm very vocal. There's no need for me to hide it. And from what I was told, a lot of people do that. A lot of people hide it. A lot of people hide the fact that they have coronavirus. A lot of people don't want everybody to know their business. And that's fine and dandy. But in order for us to grow and learn and know and be aware, I think talking is the best thing ever. The best thing ever is to basically say, I had the virus and this is what I went through, because someone else may have gone through it, but they felt alone, because that's how I felt. I felt alone. I felt like nobody else was going through this. Nobody else have to worry about not being able to get to your doctor. No one else have to worry. I honestly believe if it wasn't for my higher power, my will to survive, my will to keep on moving, to know that I'm not leaving my boys behind, if it wasn't for that, I may have been in that hospital, and Lord knows what would have happened. I have an autoimmune disease, and when I am sick and I actually do get a cold, it's the worst thing ever. My whole entire body shuts down. So for me to actually get COVID-19 and to be able to strong arm it and keep it moving. I'm not going to say it was the worst. It was days I was like, I can't do it. I can't take it. But nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. My little son, the 11-year-old, the one who likes to raid my comments when I'm on live, he never even knew I had coronavirus because I kept it from him. How the heck? People are like, how you keep that from him? You was that sick and you kept that from him? Let me tell you, a mom is a mom. A mom is a mom first. And a mom is going to do whatever she can do to make sure her kids are good and safe. I didn't want him to have to worry about me. I didn't want him to have to worry about what's going to happen to me. I didn't want him to have to worry about any of that crap. So I just did what I needed to do. And yes, I still conducted my business as I laid in the bed and couldn't do anything. I still did a challenge as I laid in the bed. Did anyone see my challenge? Y'all didn't see my challenge. Y'all got to see my challenge, my Don't Rush challenge. I'm actually gonna, you know what? I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post that. Maybe I'll do it for in midnight for tomorrow's. I don't know. But yeah, I did a Don't Rush challenge. I crocheted my own outfit for the Don't Rush challenge because it was something that we decided to do before I got sick. And the crazy thing about it is I didn't really tell the other ladies. Maybe like my Gail knew, my crochet sister. She knew, but no one else kind of knew. My cousin knew because my cousin was in it. She knew, but no one else really knew that I was really sick until like later on. I even edit the video. I edit the video while sick. I did well, with my kids helping me taking pictures and video recording me, I did that while I was sick. Couldn't breathe, couldn't move. But I'm saying all of that to say I just had the will to keep on moving, conduct my business, be a boss lady. I got boss earrings on today. Be a boss lady and to keep on moving. I'm not saying everyone has to be like Shanna the hero, but you want to be a boss, you want to have a business. I believe deep down in my heart, it's going to be some times where you're going to be challenged. It's going to be some times where you're going to be like, I can't do this no more. This is hard. This is a lot. I'm tired. I asked my higher power for this. Who am I to say I can't do this no more? Who am I to say I can't deal with this anymore? I can't do that. There's no way. I asked for it. I asked to be blessed with this talent. I asked to be blessed with knowing business and to research and to open up my eyes and give me knowledge. I asked for all of that. So what I needed to do was ask for the Lord to give me the strength to keep on doing what I needed to do and make it happen. And that's all. That's all. That's all I did. Everyone is different, so everyone can do their own strength. If you have to meditate, if you have to pray, if you have to do whatever you need to do. I found that meditation, I've never could do it before. I found that meditation worked. I found that going to therapy worked. I found that doing all of the above worked for me. But you have to do what works for you. Do what you have to do at by any means necessary to keep your business. Once you slack and people see that you're slacking, that's it. They don't trust you. They're not going to come to you. It's like they tense up. I know this. I see it. I have this eye, and I was just telling security, my boyfriend, I was just telling him how I'm just so blessed to have the eye for business. I'm so blessed to like I took classes, I took workshops. I talk, I network. And I'm so blessed to be able to say, I can go and I can research and I can give the information that I'm giving to you based off of actual people that actually made it in society, who are business owners, who are doing what they need to do to survive and living off of the money that they did, not from anyone just giving the money, but from what they worked from the bottom up. And I am witness to how great it feels to do something like that. When you're going through all of the problems and all of the struggles, I'm telling you, it's all worth it. All worth it. And that's it. That's basically it. I had a great support system in my customers. There was not one customer, there was some hesitation with the two. But not one of them said, give me my money back. Not one of them said, I don't want it. Not one of them, they were all supportive. And because of that, I will forever be grateful. I thank them all the time. Me, I probably would have been hesitant. I may not have said, give me my money back, because I'm really understanding. I would have been hesitant. And who knows? They may have been hesitant. But because I talked to them like they were human, I was honest with them. And I basically said, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I have to go to the hospital. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I will keep in contact with you and I will let you know through each step. And that's what I did. And so now I'm able to keep it going. I'm doing my orders still. I'm moving. I'm telling you, I'm just a blessed person. All that stuff that happened to me in the past, I needed to have that happen to me. All that craziness that happened to me in the past, I needed that to happen to me because that's who brought me. That's how I am the person I am today. That's it. That's it. So any questions regarding any of my customers, you might have a question about, something that they said or something that they did. In the meantime, I'm going to bring Miss Shay Shay on. I'm going to bring Miss Shay Shay on so that we can start with her part, which will only take a little bit of time because she's having a little issue with something. Really? You have to look back.
I would rather you see this than what's under it.
But did you have to mean?
I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Hi, Shay. How art thou?
Hi, Diva.
I'm so grateful to see you today.
I'm so happy to be seen by you, Diva.
Great. So, what I'm going to say today is Shay is having some problems with the practice
10 by
graph
10.
that she's having. What is it?
The 10 by 10.
You keep saying 10 by 10.
It
But
says
when
10,
you,
10. But it's really
yeah,
15.
but you said it's really 15?
Yeah. I don't know if it's like supposed to be 10 inches by 10 inches, but it's 15 squares. 15
That's
squares.
what I'm saying. I didn't do no 10 by 10. That's what I'm saying. It's 15 by 15. Did you count it? That's why
Yeah,
you're
I
having a
counted.
hard time, probably.
No, I counted it, but I was just going because it said 10 and 10. Wait a minute.
You do
10.
understand that the big, bold boxes are the 10th area.
No, I didn't
You
know.
didn't understand that?
No, sorry.
So
But
that is the reason,
uh-uh.
maybe.
Nope, I got
No?
15. I actually counted the squares. But
Okay.
okay, so I don't know where I'm positioned. This is my heart. And then
Um, okay.
I'm using an H. I think I saw somewhere you said use I think it was an
You can use
H.
that. Yeah, you can use the H.
Okay, now I think I just did something here where I screwed up, right? I can't where there, right here, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
this is my issue back here, where
Mm-hmm.
right? No, this is so confusing. How do you do this? This part looks so much better than
Mm-hmm.
this side. Why?
Okay, so turn it around. Turn it around. Okay. So the back of that is going to be that means that you are working from you worked from left to right or right to left.
Left or right?
That's what. Okay. Okay. So you went left to right? So because you did left to right, your work is going to start from the left one. So that means your odd numbers are going to be the front, and your even numbers is going to be to the back. So what row are you on now?
I think this is 10. No, it can't be 10.
Shay.
I don't know. I think I missed something. I had
Shay.
yes,
Are you following my class like you're supposed to?
I'm catching up.
I don't think you are following it the way you're supposed to. First of all, the reason why I start with preparing your graph is because preparing your graph all the way to starting with everything and to how you read your graph, it's the reasons for why I say that. So when you start, you always want to make sure that I think you did everything right up until then. What you also need to do is are you crossing out when you're done?
No, because I
Okay.
want to get the plastic so that I don't mess up the thing. So I can do the dry ease marker to just like mark it and then wipe it.
Yeah, but you don't even know where you're at. So you can't print out another piece of paper?
Ah, no, I lied to you. I do. I'm at 10 because I forgot I saw a video you did that said to do an extra round at the bottom, like a foundation row. Foundation row. So that's why I was confused because I was counting in the foundation row. So this is supposed to be 10.
Okay. So the 10th row, I'm gonna share a screen. Give me 1 second so I can share the screen. You see what I see?
Yes.
Okay. So, um, being that you are on the 10th row, you should be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nope.
Okay, you're not there.
Uh-uh.
So
Because
where are you?
I'm pointing like you can actually see me. So I counted that first row, like the first row that I did was not counted into the graph. So then I did this row
You
right
just
here.
start where the graph first start at. That's your first row. Don't
Uh,
count the chain at the bottom. Don't count that other row. Start where that graph first started at. So right here would be your row 1.
oh, well, I got 2 extra rows.
That's fine.
So
That's
then
fine.
one,
But the 2 extra rows that you have, is that for the heart, or the 2 extra rows is the actual
the white.
graph? It's the
It's,
actual background color, the white?
yes.
Okay, that's fine. You can have as many background colors as you want.
Okay.
I'm concerned about that heart. Why are you having a problem with the heart? So I also noticed that it looks like because you have one side that looks neat, the other side don't look neat. It could be when you go in one way, you're having a problem just going that one way. And I did have a problem with that in the past because when for instance, I'm crocheting right now this very second. Let me oh, what happened?
It's a
I
big
don't know
one.
what.
There we go.
Okay. So, one second. So right here, right, as you can see, I have, this is my front area of my blanket, the front area. When I go from left to right, is this left to right? No, this is left to right. So when I go left to right, this is the back of my work. So the back of my work, I have to always put my strings to the back. When I put the strings to the back, I used to have a problem doing that because it didn't feel right to me. So when I did that, I noticed the way my strings lay was differently than the way it laid from the front. So when you turn it around and you lay it a certain way, and say if I'm doing it, the opposite end, and I lay it towards the back and then I keep on crocheting, I'm it's like more of a flow for me to do it this way. And as I'm crocheting, I'm able to hold it a certain way and crochet a certain way, and it looks neater. So are you left-handed or right-handed?
Righty.
Okay, so it just could be the way that you're going. That to me is still not a big issue. What exactly is your huge issue? Besides, you just have to make sure that you're keeping account of everything. And so that's your problem. That's the reason why you don't like it. Wait a minute, let me put you up here. Is that because that's the back of your work? So
But
is
see,
that what you want to fix?
also too, like there we go. Right here, initially, because what I had to keep doing was doing like this. And that was
Mm,
driving me nuts. Because this is my first one. Because I was
okay.
trying to finish my birthday shirt.
I think you're doing
So
pretty well considering it's your first.
it was, instead of it looking like this, thank you. Instead of it looking like this, it was more so, I'm
To
trying
the
to say,
side. Yeah,
yeah, it was like
yeah.
this. And
You
so I was
see
like,
this?
uh-huh.
This is not to the side anymore. It used to be. But I'm going to tell you why. It's because it's the way, when we are crocheting, it's a certain way we crochet. Some of us lean a little bit to the right, some of us lean a little bit to the left. When you are doing half double crochet and single crochet, your stitches lean a certain way. So when it does that, like, think about it. When you're looking at an actual Graphghan, some of it like leans this way and some of it leans that way. So because you got this going on, you got this going on, it's like a little jagged. And that is because of the way the stitches are, the way you crochet, your tension, the stitch. So with all of that being said, it's really nothing with you. It's more so of, if you want to perfect it, you may want to change your stitch. So instead of doing half double crochet, maybe you want to change it to single crochet. If you want, maybe you could change it to a hook size larger. Like, these are things that you could just change a little bit at a time, because that's how I started. Like I said, I do a lot of research and I've done so many of these things to the point where now I got it down pat. I know that the J hook and the I hook is for me. I know what tension to use, and I know what stitch to use. When you are changing your colors too, that makes a difference. How you change your colors is, if you're changing it in a certain direction, it's going to go in that certain direction. So that's exactly what was happening. But that don't mean that you're doing it wrong. It just means that you just got to find your niche. And also remember, P2P, practice to perfection. Don't stop. Keep going, because you still got more to do. You understand what I'm saying? There's so many more other practice graphs. And the more you keep going, the more you're going to be like, oh, this is getting easier. This is getting easier. You can't just do one and stop, because that's what you're doing.
Oh no, I've been I've been working on this thing since 9 o'clock.
No, that's what I mean. You just did one and stopped because it's not to where you want it to be. You can't do that. Keep going. and go to the next one. If it don't look the way you want to look, this is why you keep going. Don't stop where you're at, because then you're going to be stuck on that. And then you're going to be like, I don't know why I can't do this. When in reality, if you change it to do another one, maybe if you did another graph and another color and another size and another, like, you just got to find what is good and comfortable for you. Staying on that heart and staying where you're at with that one stitch and that one hook, it's going to drive you crazy, and it's going to make you do the same thing over and over and over again. P2P, remember? P2P. You got to keep practicing and practicing and practicing, and I guarantee you it will be perfect.
So can I ask you this? And you know I'm difficult, so I want to know. Would you suggest, now I will move forward because I've been doing good listening to you and Miss Gail, not frogging, to try the hard to get finish this one the way that I have it, and then try it again, maybe single crochet, maybe down a hook, and then do it that way, see how it looks, and then move
I
on.
wouldn't go down, maybe up.
Okay.
I wouldn't go down. Try an eye hook.
Okay. I'll do that. And then I can do it side by side and see which one I like.
Why?
I'm determined to do it.
You didn't ask me why. When I answer things, I want to know. I want you to know why I said that.
Okay. I mean,
why instead of going down, go up.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because when you go down, your stitches are so small and really, really, really tiny. When you are bigger, it's more for learning. Like for kids, they have to have something big, right? When you are teaching something with kids, their hands are so small and they need something a little bit larger just to maintain it. With us, we're learning. Same way. We're learning. We're taking baby steps. Something a little bit larger, we can see better, we can feel it, and it'll be easier for us to go. And then work yourself down as long as you keep doing it and practicing, and then you can work yourself down.
Gotcha. Well, I'll do that. And I'll take pictures.
Oh, do I hear a I get a thank you too, and I get a heart. Twinkle, twinkle.
All right, thank you.
No problem, hon.
How do I get up out of here so I can work on my heart?
All right. So, any other questions out there before we go and depart? Any other questions before we depart? I just wanted to do that real quick on here because I know some other people may have the same exact question she has, and I think that everything is visual. I love visual because she was asking me the question and she was doing it in Messenger and giving me voices, and I need to see it. I need to see what you're doing, and you need to see what I'm doing, and that works. I'm telling you, that works. She can do it. She's fine. I'm not even worried about her. She is a frogger. So once she get over her frogging, she will be fine. P2P. P2P. That's our motto in the class. P2P. Practice to perfection. I didn't get to be Diva without practicing. I used P2P from day one all the way up to now, and I just kept on going and going and going. I messed up a whole lot of times, but I kept on going, changing hooks, changing yarn, changing graphs, changing this, changing that, and I got it. Next week, I want to do different stitches because it's way more to graphghanning than just doing single crochet and half double crochet. So no, I'm not doing C2C. Please don't ask. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Please don't do it. Don't do it to me. Please don't do it to me. I can't do it. P2P, but not with C2C. I can't do it. No C2C. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna do everything else for 5 days. I may do it 7, maybe 6. But I have more stitches than that. But I'm going to do those stitches, and I'm going to show you each stitch per day. And yeah, and then we're going to work on that. But there's no questions, none whatsoever at all. Nobody, none. Everybody good? Everybody all right? All right. Well, I'm gonna depart because there are no questions. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to put a already recorded video of something. My next project is a Graphghan. You've made me want to do it even more. Marion, oh Marion, you made me so special. I feel so special. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome, Shay. Shawu. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Elijah, hi. Shawu, don't block my son. Don't block my son. He didn't do anything. He's just saying hi to people. That's it. He didn't do anything to anybody. So yeah, I'm just gonna show different stitches next week, and that's gonna be a part of my VEDA video every day and August. And then I have the class. So Sunday, I'm going to do the whole entire 2 hours for the newbies because of the storm. I didn't get a chance to do it, and I don't want to just throw something in together. So I just wanted to make sure that I have the newbies' attention, and then Tuesday I will start with the pillow for the older ladies, and then eventually after the pillow we can do Tunisian crochet. Do I hear a yes? Tunisian crochet? You want to learn how to do Tunisian crochet in a Graphghan? That's what I'm doing. Tunisian crochet. Uh, okay, butterfly. Let's go. What's your question? How art thou? What is your question, ladybug? Tunisian crochet, right, Lakeisha? Tunisian crochet. Tunisian crochet is beautiful. Oh my gosh. I do all of my scarves, all of my tote bags, Tunisian crochet. Every last one of them. I do not do blankets with Tunisian because that's a little bit too much. But yeah. Read up. Okay. One second. Oh, here it is. I'm like, where'd it go? That was quick. It went up real quickly. I have done the Graphghans before, but I cannot remember. Are we going from side to side or always the same side? Measuring, meaning, oh Lord. Oh Lord. I can't see. Where's my glasses? I got it bad, guys. I got it bad. I have done the Graphghans before, but I cannot remember. Are we going from side to side or always the same side? Meaning start the row in the right, on the right, and each new row okay. So when I do my graphs, I look at my graph and I look to see which way I'm going to start. which way is the most, is the less detail. 1 second. Let me get an example. You know I'm for show. I like to show. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. So for instance, with this, let me take this down. For instance, when I did this, what side was easier for me to start on? So this is 26 by 18, I think it was 26 by 18. Yes, this was 26 by 18. So being that I was making the overalls, the best way for me to do it was to work this way. So from right to left, left to right. That was the best way for me to work. But you could even do it this way. So it's just your preference. It's however you want to start. I'm doing this right now. So which way would be easier for me to start? So if I started on this side, like sideways, and I did it like this and worked my way up, that's doable. But the bottom going up was also doable for me as well. At the bottom, it says Steelers at the bottom. So I like to get my letters out the way. So that's what I did. I got my letters out the way. And to do them on the side, I would feel like it's going to take forever in a day. But to be honest with you, it may have been a good idea to do it on the side. Think about it. I would only have to do, I would have to do the S, you know, each row, and then it'll be plain all the way around until you get here in the middle. So you do it the best way you know how and the best way you can. If it's less detailed going from the side, do it from the side. If it's less detailed going from bottom to top, do it that way, or top to bottom. It doesn't matter as long as you pick a side and you pick a place and you continue going back and forth from that way. So if you're going to start on the right and you end up on the left, you're going to do right, left, left, right, left, right. And if you start on the side the same exact way, if you start on the right, you end up with the left, right, left. And you just keep going that way. When I do my scarves, I always start with the sideways. I do it sideways so that my scarves are usually 250 by 30. So I would start from the bottom and I would do 30 chains, and then I would do the 250 rows all the way up. If I'm not sure if anyone ever did it, but some people may have done it the whole entire length. I wouldn't. I think that's really, really, really ridiculous. But to each his own. It's your preference, whatever you feel comfortable with. My Furl and Odyssey and Cloverhook will be here next week. My Furl. Yay! All right, honey bunnies. I love my Furl. I love it. Tanisha Crochet. Yes, yes, yes. What happened to the flash sale? It's on. It's on and popping. How about this? You want to see it? Because I had it up and waiting. That was actually, it's funny because that was actually what I was going to talk about next. My flash sale is up and it's waiting. So my flash sale is this. Let me get it ready for you. So I am doing this because my, oh, I see it. Wait. It's not coming out. Okay, now I see it. I am doing the flash sale because I am in a club, and in my club, we are giving away school supplies. So because we're giving away school supplies, I only received one donation, and thank you so much, Mariana. I really appreciate it. Like, you really are a sweetheart. I only received one donation from it. And so because I received one donation, I decided to just put my work on the line and um do what I need to do this flash sale, and whatever proceeds that I get within 24 hours, that is what I'm going to give to my chapter. Not well, my club, because this is very near and dear to us. This is very, very, very important. This area that I live in is an area where a lot of kids don't have, a lot of parents don't have. It's just a lot of things going on. Our mayor is stopping the kids from going to school right now because it's an area where we don't have a lot of funds. I'm actually suing the state before the pandemic. I'm suing the state. And because I'm suing the state, it's because I feel like our kids are not getting the equality that they need. So a lot of parents around here that are young, they're not able to work, or if they are working, they're not getting a lot of money, and a lot of them are being pushed out because of gentrification. So we wanted to do school supplies for them, whether they going to school physically or not. We really wanted to do this because a lot of the teachers have to buy the supplies. And now, being that we are in the pandemic, there's more to it. And we don't have a lot of funds at all whatsoever. So, because my club wanted to help, I decided to do this flash sale. And whatever I make for the next 24 hours, I was going to try to see if I could do it for the whole entire weekend. But for the next 24 hours, this is going to be 50% off on all of my graphs and my Etsy. My Etsy, I could give you my, I'll give you my Etsy shop, which is here. And I will give it to you. I will put it in the comment section. So my Etsy shop has some new items that I literally just put out today, and everything is 50% off. Everything 50% off. I also have the ebook is 50% off. The ebook is going to be, the ebook now is $25. $25 for the ebook. The ebook is originally $40. I am doing $25 for the ebook. So in my description, it tells you any methods of payment. So if you want to donate, or if you want to if you want to donate or buy the ebook, down below is the email and the payment information. And in your notes, just make sure you put what you're purchasing, or if it's a donation, it's an ebook. Put ebook, and make sure you put your email address. I need your email address because as soon as I get your payment, I automatically will send your ebook. The ebook is for learning how to graph. You have to have PC Stitch. Now, I tell a lot of people, you don't even have to purchase the PC Stitch right now. You go play with it until you're ready to purchase it. The ebook gives you a code, and the code will give you $30 off. So the ebook is not the ebook. The PC Stitch is $50, but with the code, it's $20. Today, if you get my ebook, it's $25. So you buy the ebook, and then you play around, download PC Stitch, play around with it. You must have Windows. You have to have Windows. If you don't have Windows operating system, there is I don't do any other thing. I don't do Apple. So you have to have Windows. If you have Windows and you download it, play with it. The only limitation that you cannot do is save. So they give you the full function except for saving. So I would say, play around with it. And then when you're ready, you could purchase it. You could purchase it now if you want. It's up to you. So everything altogether would be $45. I think that's the best thing ever because you're basically getting almost like $100 worth of items for $45. 24 hours. Proceeds will go to the kids in my area. Stacy, any supplies? Okay, so the thing about it is I'm moving. So if there's anything that you would like to send, I will have to ask one of my other club sisters. Like if you want to physically send books and paper and pencils and stuff like that, I'll have to talk to them and see what they want me to do when it comes to that, because you're not in the area, because they will go and pick it up, but being that you're not in the area, we can't just go to your house and pick it up. So if you want to mail it, I have to ask them which one I could use their address. I can't use mine because I'm moving within the next 2 weeks, and we actually need it by next week. Yeah, we need it by next week because we're going to disperse them out the end of the month. So like I said, thank you so much, Mariana. I appreciate it. And you were the only one who gave a donation. The other ones who gave donations previously, that was for just me. And I thank you guys. That was before we did the whole my club decided to do this. But yeah, so this is 20 the ebook is $25 and everything on my page in the Etsy shop is 50% off. So you can't beat that. 50% off of all these amazing graphs. Come on. You can't beat that. I added like a good 20, I think, today. I added 20. I have more to add, but I was getting like a backache sitting there adding all of those. You'll gladly take one, Eli? Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Crochet Queen. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single thing that is given. I really do. I really, really, really do. I can't remember my information and didn't have PC Stitch on this PC. They gave me my information and it was from 2013. You can still get it though. You can still get it. And if you didn't erase it, you should always be able to have your assets key. It would be in your email. I always kept mine so I could always use it. So when I change computers, I use the same one. I actually have it in both of my computers. It's the same exact one. I bought PC Stitch like 10 times because I was buying it for other people. Yeah, I had bought it like so many times. Online order to be shipped tomorrow. Oh, okay. So, all right, I'll give you my address then. Okay. Um, Poppy Troll. I don't even know what a Poppy Troll is, so I will have to research, investigate it, and look it up unless you have a picture. If you have a picture, put it in Graphghans and the Restless, and I will definitely work on that. I'm working on a couple of them now, actually. I'm putting in stuff in my cart now. Thank you, Disha. I put the ebook. I bought the ebook earlier and just starting to play around with PC Stitch, loving it. Yay! I did. I just gave it to you. Yes, Jane. Yes. Yes, I sure did. Yes, you did a lot of graphs. I was checking every day when you said to be on the lookout for the flash sale. You stay on my Etsy. Yeah, I try to do. I have a lot of graphs. I have graphs that people never even saw because sometimes I don't have enough time to put it up. When I'm doing an order for, well, a request, so say if you ask me for Poppy Troll, then I will do it but sometimes I don't like put it in my shop or show anyone it. So I have a lot of those that I never even bought out at all whatsoever. So that's why I said, you know what, today let me just, update it a little bit and add some more stuff to it. So when you add, that's why sometimes I say if you don't see what you want, ask, because I may already have it. I just gotta look for it. I do have a flash drive that broke, so that right there is like 200 graphs on there that broke. So yeah. The girl troll. Girl, I don't even know what troll that is. What is a poppy troll? Somebody else told me about something else. I don't know what these things are. I have no idea what these things are. I gotta look it up. I'm gonna have to research it. I don't know what them things are. My son is 11 and my oldest is 20. I don't know what a poppy troll is. I was doing something else. I can't even tell you what it is. Shishima baby shish. I don't know, but I'm about to crochet that in a few minutes. Not in a few minutes, but after I finish the sailors is that. Poppy is her name. She's Oink. Oh, Pink. I was about to say Poppy is a pink troll. What are they coming up with these days? Do you have a Gemini woman blanket? So you mean like this? I have to probably do the Gemini one. So like where is it? This is Taurus. You mean like this? Or I did Virgo. I think the Virgo is better than the Taurus one. The Virgo is this one. You just gotta tell me which girl you want, because I have I have true one, and I have the one with the mask. I think I have 3 different girls. Yeah, I have the one with the mask, the natural one, and this one. I think I have another one. I gotta look. I think I have another one. I don't think I added. No, I didn't add it. Yeah, I have a couple of ladies, but okay. So, do you want it in the natural locks or the curly hair? You just gotta tell me so I could do the Gemini and the right one. The curly hair or the locks. Just let me know. Butterfly blue. You need it last. Eli, look it up for me, baby. Look it up. Look up Poppy Troll so I can come up with a design. So, Butterfly, do you mind if I tweak it? I ask everyone, do you mind if I tweak it? Do you give me freedom to design whatever I want to design? And if you do, I am going to get off of here. And what I can do is maybe tomorrow I can graph it on live so you can see your graph come to life. How about that? Do what I like? Oh, I love it. I love it when they say that. How about that? I love it. Do what you like. That is, oh my God, music to my ears. So tomorrow, that's what I will do. I will go on here live and I will graph. And that will be my video for tomorrow. I will just rearrange my stuff. Yeah, I'll put my spin to it and I'll Divavise it. And yeah, I'm gonna Divavise it. Yes, I Divavise it. Yes, yes, I Divavise it. And I will put my spin to it and make it pop. Nobody, no one has what I'm gonna do. Marion, really? Wow! Yes! Thank you. Wait till I tell my sisters. I done did it. Oh my God, y'all gonna make me cry. We wasn't getting really no donations, ladies. I think because so many people are going through a lot. And they are. And I understand. So many people are going through a lot. And I would never, ever, ever, ever want to like, please, 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 please. I don't want to do it. I don't even want it for myself. Like I do my class and I give free tutorials. I do free classes. I just want to give to the kids because I've been there before where I couldn't afford supplies for my kid. I couldn't do it. So for the people that do the supply drives and stuff like that out there that really look for that, like they actually search for it, because I used to do it. I used to ask, is there any supply drives? Some people are too proud to beg, some people don't want to ask, but I'm telling you, it's a lot of parents out there who are having a hard time, especially now during this pandemic. It's a hard life, man. It's a hard life. And I appreciate anything and everything everyone is giving. I really do. Uh wow, that is awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lakeisha. I'm about to cry. I should tell them. I should tell them right now. Oh my God. I'm gonna cry. We really wasn't getting a lot of donations. So that was really, really, really thoughtful. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Thank you guys. Thank you. So in the description is the payment. You can no, the ebook shot no Shay. In the description is the options to make a payment. And when you make the payment, just put in the notes that you want the ebook and put your email address. Once you do that, I will send it. Like I have right now two that I need to send. So as soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna send those two. And yeah, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Poppy Troll is from the Trolls movie. Yes, I know, Eli, but I just needed a picture so that I can start off with. Um I can start off with a simple picture and then I can make it. Um Lachey, do you want a name? If you want a name, let me know if you want a name so that I can add that to it. Maybe I'll make like the logo with her name, with the name on it, since you want a girl. So instead of putting the name Poppy, I could put the name of the person if you want. But if not, I could put Poppy if you want. And I could do it with the logo. And oh, thanks, Shay. Oh my God, you guys are the best. Let me see, so I could get a visual of how I did that. I did that. I just didn't know what I was doing, but I did that. I did that. Well, how am I supposed to devise it? I don't do anything plain. I don't do anything plain, but I did do it. I did. I remember doing it. I just don't know where it's at, but I remember doing it. But I could do another one. Did it come out again? Did that come out again? Like, why do everybody want to trolls? Because someone else asked for it. Someone else asked for a troll. Maybe it's coming out again. I'll do it. I'll do it. I have a Broncos. I have troll. I have Oh, actually, I have it. I don't like it, but I'll show you. I'll show you what I have. I don't like it though. This is something I did back in 2015. So no, I'm not giving it to you, but I'll show you. I won't give it to you though, because I don't like it. Uh, Where is it? It is it's like plain and it's not a lot of detail, but I think, yes, I remember. I used it to put it on something else. So no, I wouldn't give that to you. I used it for something else. You know how I am with my masterpieces. That's what I did. I made that and then I just added it to something else. Because I do a lot of copying and pasting, so that's what I did. Let me show you what I have. Oh wow. I'm just literally sitting here. My watch is going off. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm about to call my club sisters and cry. I'm about to cry. All right, here it is. This is what I have, but I took that and put it towards something else. I remember doing it now. I won't give you that. No. Because that I don't like. That's something I did back in 2015. I Diva buys now. Nope, you can't have it. But I knew I did it. I just didn't remember. Nope, you can't have it. Sorry. I gotta do it over. I don't like it. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, that's her. That's her. Nope, you can't have it. Sorry. Mm-mm. Gotta do something else. No, 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 no. But thank you guys. You actually made my day. I was actually like really sad earlier because I gotta move. So I was trying to give as much money as possible to the sisters. And I said, you know what? Majority of my time I'm on here, I'm on live, I'm giving as much as I can, I'm teaching you guys as much as I know. And I said, just sell my graphs and my ebook and just give it to them because I didn't know what else to do. I really didn't. I gotta move. So I have to do what I have to do to move. But I want to help those. So this is it, I wanted to help those people because I've been in that situation before where I couldn't even buy my son a book bag. He had to use a hand-me-down. I definitely understand. I definitely understand. There was one that came out for Corona so you could stream to. Oh, okay, that's what happened. Okay. All right. I gotta go too. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much. You really made my night. I really do appreciate you. If you want to donate, everything is in that information down below in the description. And the ebook is $25 and my Etsy shop is in the description. I appreciate you guys and you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I will be on here live. And once I'm gonna graph live. Charmaine, once you make the payment, I will email it to you. Just when you make your payment in the notes, just put ebook and your email address and I will email it to you. I have to email it to you. All right. So you guys have a good night. Bye. Bye, Elijah. None of that info is in the description. It's not? All right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second and I'll send it to you in a few seconds. I'll get it.